What's up, guys? Here, finally bringing you this wondrous setup. I guess my backdrop looks pretty good at this point. Got a nice little oil canvas painting, bunch of Christmas boxes, some files. Little bit about me and what I've done. I've always been a console player. Always, Xbox for the last probably 10 years or so. Obviously, through the ages, went through Nintendo, Sega, all that. But competitively playing on Xbox, the various games I play. Always had a computer when would play some like strategy, like the Age of Empires, games like that, Rome, different things. But never had bought a computer that really had like a super capacity to do a lot of hardcore heavy lifting gaming. But here we are. Aside from that, I kind of made the logistical decision that technically I don't work from home, but I do work from home. It's a law office that I live on top of in my apartment with my family. Um, Nice big house. It's like having a house or a small house as an apartment, but I work downstairs, so I spend about 10, 12 hours on the computer. Figured I might as well invest in something good that's dual purpose and making that transition from console to PC. Go over a little bit of the specs I have. I don't know. Hopefully, can't see my credit card information. I don't see it on there. I had financed this with Dell, so this was like a very good package. I believe it's probably interest free for 12 months or something like that if you pay it off. And rewards. I think in total I spent about $3,000. Got about $240 in Dell rewards. Those were Black Friday, Cyber Week deals. So it said I saved $900, but I really don't consider it saving money when it wasn't money that was spent. It's not like it was free. It's just marked down probably because there's new products coming out. But in my comfortable Saturday shirt, let's go through this a little bit. So my system, here's what I purchased. I don't know if you could read the script of my screen, but I bought the Power Director and Photo Director package. Power Director gonna enable me to put together some movies. I don't think it has quite the infamy or popularity of some of the other bigger like movie production software, but Photo Director too. I think that was like a $70 add-in for Dell. My wife does some. She's very skilled at it. I just don't think we have like the machinery, the camera quality. But there's Photo Directors too. Allows her to do different things. Obviously, this on-site in-home service 1 year. That's a warranty that was provided, I think, included in the price. I bought the 8th gen Intel Core i7. I think I have an i7 8700K. I know it's a K. I forget the exact. I know it was like a 4.4 gigahertz speed processor, I believe, off the top of my head. I have the Aurora R7. I don't know what this is saying when it says placemat. I don't have a mat. It just has its stand. I don't know why I'd put that on a mat. I have it standing right here. Yeah. I didn't get any Alienware mouse, Alienware keyboard. I had bought kind of add-on additional features. They were marked down, and I'll show you, but I bought Rocat or Roccat. I don't know, the Kova and the Skelter, kind of an integrated gaming computer that, again, I'll show you, plugs into everything. It's pretty practical gaming wise because has a lot of that capacity to do key binding macros and stuff like that. Although I'm scared of the macros, I don't like making a switch from the games I like on console to now having the ability to key bind and do two processes one hit might be a terms of service violation. So I'm probably going to stay away from that. Plus, it'll save time. Yeah, there's it's Bluetooth. These things are just, you couldn't do anything. They were just added in. I'll talk more on that in a little bit. I have two drive spaces. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I also bought a standard storage, or whatever, the SSD, the 256. Obviously, I could have upgraded that to a bigger one, like a 500-ish. I forget what it was. I didn't do that. But I'm kind of interested that it seems to me that the default settings are to save things in the SSD for now. I've never had a computer, I mean, when I had 500 gigabytes that I filled up, but then again, I never gamed. So I'm not really worried about the storage capacity as much as how that can help just the system run. And I mean, if that means running Microsoft Word, different things off the SSD, that'll be a lot faster, that's fine. And then I'll put the games in the actual hard drive storage, or vice versa. But I'm probably not coming anywhere near that storage capacity. I bought, and I think with the R7, it was the standard 16 gigs of RAM. You know, they're dual channel, so that's good quality. That's not like one stick, 16 gigs, and you kind of have the bottleneck effect. So pretty happy about that. I believe, and I didn't look at the motherboard, I think there's 2 more slots if I'd ever want to go back, maybe a year or 2, and add a couple more sticks. But again, you know, I'm the most like pull on that storage, that RAM would have been, I mean, probably just creating videos like this, because I'm not going to be running a lot of dual programs other than when I'm working with some of our internet-based software, and I mean, like document production stuff. What I'm really pleased with at this point is I have a GTX 1080. I didn't get a TI. You know, I had looked into that. I don't see that Dell had made that an option. Maybe that would have been like a custom request, but this thing seems plenty powerful for what I've done. Yeah, there's what references. i7 8700K. You know, it's a nice big processor. I'm very, you know, this thing, one of the things that I really noticed, and I'm not a tech freak at this point, you know, kind of new to this game, being kind of hesitant, both because of financing and just being new to build my own, that, you know, these kind of components and stuff they're all kind of new phrases to me, and that I just know this is quality, and it should hopefully be at least relevant for a good 24 or 36 months. If not, you know, can always swap them out. Although I understand Alienware has a lot of like Dell secret components that you need compatible soft or hardware. So one thing that I did notice, and I had a significant issue, you know, you have this big powerful computer, it's running these components like no other, no struggle. You know, it's a constant temperature, constant sound, everything is running beautifully. I had tried to run some stuff on the wireless, and I assumed the wireless card, it looked like it was fairly powerful. I had run a laptop from the same room and never had an issue, but I was never live gaming, like online. So I had run Fortnite, just building mode, because at this point I'm trying to get like playground, not building, but just trying to get used to, like, this is a whole new muscle memory. You know, you're clicking, you're keying, and I had a Elite controller, so I'm used to using these lower fingers, but it's different. The speed, the reactivity, everything's different. But I was getting on the wireless some like atrocious like connectivity. I mean, I'm talking like 1800 ping. So my guy is going here and just teleporting, you know, but everything is beautiful. So I'm like, if I stand still, like, wow, this is so crisp, so clean. But so since then, and I'll show you when I disconnect the webcam from the top here, looks my stairwell to the upstairs to the router, it looks like the Swiss Alps with ski ropes to pull up. You know, I tried taping it down, but hey, it is what it is. Now that I've connected, my ping is like 8, which is totally acceptable. I'm getting huge download speeds of like, I think it's definitely over 100 megabytes per second download, and like I think 25 or something up, you know. So pretty pleased now that I've made that change, because now I've experienced and tried gaming, and it's not noticeable. Because there was some fear, like, I bought this big powerful system, my internet sucks, what's going on? And then that's all it was trying to go wireless versus tethered, the distance. In the future, to get rid of the wire nest of the Ethernet cord, my internet service provider is coming next week to probably run the router down here more local. That way I can plug in, because I mean, when you're streaming Netflix, different things on your internet, it doesn't necessarily have to have that ping. It needs the connectivity to continuously upload, and you could do that for a video or something, because you're not really worried about that response time of the ping. That's my take on it. We'll see if it works, but I'm going to do a slight upgrade too. I guess they have a package where they can increase like the signal strength, so we're going to do that for our home. But so let's now, I'll show you what we're rocking. So I'm in my cart here. Let's see, order status, everything's delivered. It's all came in the last week. What we're looking at right now again is I purchased the Logitech 930E. Can't be more happy with it. Has good audio quality. Seems like the video quality is pretty clear too. I bought the Rocat, this package. It's a mouse keyboard combo. I bought 2 different sizes of the same monitor. So my main right here that you can't see off screen is the 27-inch gaming monitor with GeForce, and I have the 24-inch that I'm looking at right now. That's probably what I'll use for, during the day, email different things, and during streams and stuff, just run Streamlabs, Twitch, whatever. So, and then there's the Aurora. That's why it's clicked up in. So, excuse me, it's a Saturday. Let's look at this setup. Don't mind the paper nest. The mail just came. So we're looking at, here's my 2 screens. I have the 27-inch right here. Can't be happier with the thing. Everything's crisp, everything's clear. It's just a workhorse. There's some Christmas over there, huh? Christmas on the desk. Here's the 24. I love like how low key these are to the desk, especially for practical purposes. Like, I can put my papers, different things, and just kind of, if I need a sticky, just stick it right there, and it's kind of out of the way underneath the monitor, so it kind of gives like a good workspace. There's way too many papers right there, but yeah. So that's kind of the setup. Over here is the monitor. They recommend that. Yeah, look for ice again. Remember from the last video. But they recommend that with these systems you want them to breathe as much as possible, so get them off the floor. I have that on a nice wood stand. Again, it's kind of integrated in. I do not. If you see the side LED panels, I guess you'd really see them if they were on. Being that I'm working on this computer for the majority of the day, I disabled that feature. I'm not at a tournament. I'm not at wherever where I need to show off the color schemes. I didn't buy the computer for the way it has pizzazz. Although I do like with my mouse that with the Rocat, this is the Kova. It has color schemes and it pulses both in the front and the back. One thing transitioning, the customization of computer systems and the keyboard and the mouse is insane. Like, I could literally keybind anything. I guess in Fortnite and maybe in Xbox in general, you could do that with the Elite controller. I never had gotten that far into it. It was just one button, one thing. But now it's like, in games, I have mouse buttons that are not by default used. So I've kind of gone in and bound mouse buttons and created a different profile for a game so that when I hit that button, it's technically hitting a keyboard key, but I can keep that on my right hand. So it's one thing. I don't know if it's the standard protocol or the work, but pretty excited about it. Same thing with my keyboard. I have the color scheme kind of off. I like the colors, but at the same thing, I'm not worried about, like, when I'm gaming, I'm not looking at my keyboard flashing before me. When people are in here, I'm not like, what are they going to think that I'm going to have this glowy keyboard, and it's kind of over the top for 10 hours a day. So that's really it. I mean, feel free if you have any comments, questions about my setup. If you need a review of something, like, or my thoughts, like, thus far, this thing is tanking anything I'm throwing at it. I could literally have like probably 10 screens up, and there's no lag, no anything. This thing's a hammer. Fortnite and all that. I've played a little bit last night. Played some Rome Total War a little last night. Like, now that the internet issue is resolved, like, everything is click, click, click. It's running as intended, right out of the box, and can't be more happy with this product. The one thing is going to be making me happier is as I get more used to the muscle memory and everything involved behind the scenes, just to get used to being a PC gamer. But thanks for watching. There'll be more to come. Probably going to be creating more content based on some of these games that I like to play. Maybe some other things. I might do some patch note reviews, different things, because again, this is a whole brand new world, brand new capacity for me. So pretty excited. So cheers to the weekend, and thank you guys for watching. Sayonara.